Well, markets are trending upward today, despite worries about case spikes in places like Texas and Arizona, which have brought back some of the restrictions to fight infection. Meanwhile, some universities, including Harvard, are having all classes online next year, despite the mega bucks that their parents are paying for that education. But markets are encouraged that COVID death rates in the U.S. fell by more than 30% last month, as therapeutics and new protocols for hospitalized patients are curbing the lethal intensity of the virus. Markets are also enthusiastic that in many countries around the world, businesses and schools have been open and back in session for months without ill effect. Denmark, Finland, South Korea, and others have not seen a spike in infections, despite kids going back to school. Still, back at home, states and municipalities continue to have different rules and recommendations that change from day to day for anything from beaches and parks to restaurants. So who's right and who's going too far in either direction? For more, we're joined by former CKE restaurant CEO Andy Puzder. Great to see Andy. I want to start with the positive news, which is that around the country, and the Wall Street Journal had a great piece about this today, countries are finding ways to open despite being in the middle of a pandemic. Of course, they had their close down. Some did more, some did less, like Sweden. But they are opening now, and they're opening successfully. And when there are spikes, they close down those spikes, but find ways to keep the general economy opening. And it's happening. If the Europeans can't do it, can't we?
Well, not only can we, but we clearly are. Look, all of the economic news from May and from June has been spectacular. The news has been wonderful. The news we have so far for July has been very positive. President Trump is doing a great job of getting the economy reopened. I think the big problem is that there are governors in these blue states, there are mayors in these blue cities that don't want the economy to open. They want people unemployed. They want people at home. And the key to that is that while they're closing down businesses and telling you can't go see fireworks or go to family functions, they're also at the same time saying it's okay to go out and protest. So what you've got them in a situation where they don't want the economy to go up, so they try and keep it down. On the other hand, they don't want to offend all their woke friends who are going to call them racist if they do anything that they disagree with. So they've got to allow the protests.
Now let me just push back from their perspective. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm sure what they would say is, look, that's precisely opposite of what the president is doing. The president is risking lives of Americans by trying to open the economy too soon just to get it going strong for the election. What do you say to that?
Look, the death rate is down. I mean, there were I haven't seen the numbers from today, but yesterday there were 271,000 deaths. 271 deaths. Now, any amount of deaths is too many. 271 is 271 too many. But look, we were looking at over 2,000 deaths today in April. The death rate has not gone up, even with the surge in the virus. It's going to younger people who aren't as vulnerable to this disease. Elderly people, people that are vulnerable, are protecting themselves. And you can see the market is ignoring the increase in cases. People, if you go out in your neighborhood, or you go to look at restaurants or drive around your city, you're going to see people just aren't paying attention to the protocols. I think they should. I wear a mask when I go out. I socially distance. But people are ignoring them. And I think the reason is because there's been so many lies about how severe this pandemic or how this virus is, that they're not believing now when they see that even though cases are going up, deaths are nonetheless staying down.
They are. And in fact, they've been down. I mean, our mortality rate is about 1/3 of the mortality rate that they have in places like Italy and the UK and Spain and so forth. I want to switch to the violence in the streets, because that too is of great concern to business people. How do you open up if you can't depend on the police to protect your business if things get bad?
Well, you can't. I mean, this is horrific for businesses, particularly in minority communities. I mean, these minority communities, small business people.
You can bring your dog in if you want, by the way. Go ahead.
He keeps trying to come in. I thought my wife had him, but apparently not. Now he's back behind me.
I can see.
Love the dog. But if you're in one of these communities, you can't keep your business open, like that area in Seattle that they called CHOP or Chaz. The business people in that area are suing the mayor. They're suing the city. You can't run a business if you don't have law. Capitalism, free enterprise, depends on law and order. And if you don't have at least minimal law and order, you can't run a business.
Yeah, it's very tough. Plus the flip-flopping on COVID.
Yep.
What's open today is closed tomorrow, et cetera. By the way, your dog has its back to you, so you must have said something nasty.
He's looking out the window, I think, for my wife to come
back. I got you. Andy Puzder, good to see you, my friend. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.